media you are scouting on. They use your own YouTube whilst they have YouTube for kids. They come on TikTok that you are also following, you are there. So we, the parents, give them the access and then that affects us. So it happens on the social portal. So we're talking about all the social media, Facebook, uh, even
Or
Snapchat.
even the games they play on
Yes,
social media.
so the social, these are social part, also coming for online entertainment sites. So some of the entertainment sites are we have for music. Some also go there to play games and all that. And there are lots of pop-ups that comes out. So sometimes the pop-ups that comes out, they click on it and then it redirects them to content that are not made for them, are not good for them. So those are some of the areas that we'll see that it come from. So on the internet today, and the funny thing or the sad thing here is that parents are not filtering anything. The space is not also filtering anything for kids. It doesn't know you're a child or not, as you rightly said. Content comes and then you see they said these are for above 18 years,
But they'll still click on it.
click on it and watch. And then one way or the other too, we are encouraging the kids to come on the online because of content making or skate making. Now you see kids are being used in all sort of content around, and then they feel that that is where they will get more attention, more attraction. So they are engaging the kids in this content, of which sometimes we do affect them.
Yeah. Because it affects their safety as well. People can chase them and listen. You know, from an earlier conversation that we had this week, it's like when the scammers target the children, it's like they are grooming them for something. And if you're not careful, sometimes they pretend they're also kids, like you said, and they take them somewhere. It's like they sexually abuse them.
Yes.
And the situation is becoming quite worrying. What do you see about that?
It's becoming more threatened today in our society, Ghana, and we've seen that there's been a lot of community around on the internet today. They start online conversations, online meetings, and then they moved ahead to physical meetings whereby they organize this case and use them for all sort of activities. And then you see it starts this way, that you see this case having friends, making friends, interacting with people that they feel that they are people that they are going to help them. So they don't even actually go straight up to the point that they want to engage them in those activities.
Yeah,
It starts
somewhere.
like, yes, somewhere. So they have a broad conversation, and the parents are not having open discussion with the kids. So the kids are keeping it all to themselves that, oh, I have found a friend and he's here. Let me go and visit the person. And then they start engaging them and then showing them some things that are not true. They brainwash them. And so you see this year, there's the Cybercrime Authority, the CID, and the YOCO. They did a lot of these attacks a recent time whereby they were able to arrest some of these people engaging in these activities. And then also they use all these things to also the killnet scams around. Also, we have that also. They're engaging some of these youth or this case involved. So the threat is very large, and then we need to really look into this very well. When and how do we give phones to our kids? You see, and then because the thing here is that the parents that we give phones to the children don't really understand how to filter or where the kids has to be on. So there are some platforms I say that we don't want, kids shouldn't go there.
Like which one?
Like Snapchat. If you're on Snapchat.
Oh, really?
Yes, Snapchat for kids. Why? I'm telling you, you know what happens on Snapchat. And it's an anonymous portals, of which the people over there are anonymous, and things that you do there is very some way. So they end down, you see there's even a bill in some country, I think Australia is saying that kids under 16 years, they ban it.
Yeah, they've banned it.
You don't go on social media.
That's true.
That is a drastic action taken. Well, they are receiving a lot of backslash.
But I think something has happened that led them to that decision.
Yeah. And that same thing is also happening to us, that there are lots of youth engaging in these things. They are being stalked, and then they are bullying them. They are bullying them, and the fact here is that they don't even realize that they are being bullied until we've seen the final end result. There are towns, communities around where these trafficking goes on. They start from internet, online, they engage them, and then they bring them together, and then they start doing all these kind of things.
So if we are looking at the space, for instance, before we go to parental controls, how best parents can help filter what their children see on the internet. If you're a child, for instance, and the parents watching us, how do you know you're being grouped to something else? Like, what kind of questions do they ask you online that you realize that, oh, okay, it started this way, but now it's becoming something else entirely?
Right. So mostly when they start, they look like they are giving opportunities. So they start like, okay, they want to give you some opportunity. So maybe you're a student. Oh, well, we can help you get this. So, oh, you maybe you finish a junior high school, you want to go to senior high, you didn't pass it. They start giving you opportunity that entice them. So some of the opportunities, and sometimes they start relationship conversations of to them in a very little way. So you see conversations like, oh, you're beautiful, you are handsome, like those conversations. In this case, too, the parents don't even tell them. So when they hear sad things, it flatters them. And then they feel that, well, they have good partners. And then always they want to hear from these people. So they give them words upon words. And sometimes they even go ahead to even be of support to them, send them some credit, be of giving them those little items, small gifts, so that it makes them, they want to win their attention. And when they win their attention, these are kids, they are not able to read around the line to understand where the conversation is actually going to. So they always pose like they are giving them opportunity. They are there to help them, that godfather, father figure to be able to help them. Others to make it like they are peers of the same kind. And then they want to also socialize. And then they are having programs. So they put them on different programs. Sometimes they play games with them. Oh, have you seen this game?
Yeah.
Go and download it. Now two people can play game remotely. So you see, anything that entices the kid, because you, the parent, you go to work at 5, you come back at 9, and the kids have nobody to talk to. So they feel comfortable dealing with these people. These are the people that
they have time for them.
They have time for them. They are
paying
attention to them. And then they can even discuss all sort of things with them. So they get their attention through all these things, and they always make it feel that, well, they are there for them. You know, so these are some of
the gaming platform, a chat platform where kids go on there. Do we have any more websites or perhaps platforms parents should be aware of when their kids log on to?
So for me, I feel that these social platforms, even Facebook, we should be careful because when sometimes we look at some so these powerful social media platforms are places of concerns that we have to really look at. And the fact that the problem here is that who are they following? Because the people that they are following are likely the content they are going to receive, right? So those are some of the portals. And also, these kids, sometimes they do hide a lot of things. So what I would tell the parents we look for is that we go into the history to look at some of the portals
where they've been to.
Right? Because sometimes they hide these portals, and there are quite a number of other web portals that these kids go to. Some of these gaming platforms are not really meant for kids. You see, the gaming platforms are developed for kids. They are playing game. But the point here is that because it's free, it's not premium, they show them all kind of adverts. And these adverts redirect
sometimes,
them.
Yeah, because you're on the website and you see something.
So these adverts, when the kids are playing game and then it come across them, they just want to click on it and see what is it. Then it redirects them. So we have to be careful about those free games that we play that are connected to the internet, that they bring them pop-ups. You know, because you can be a legitimate site you are on, but a pop-up will do a redirecting to a site that these guys are doing all sort of things there. And also sometimes, because these are gaming apps for kids, some of these cyber criminals, what they do is that they do want to develop other applications. So we call them Trojans. So the known ones are there, and they also do fake ones. And those fake ones, they start putting sort of adverts on it because they've made it free. And these adverts are there to redirect the case to portals that they can really engage them, or they can do all sort of things with them.
The world.
You know, because it's about control. It's about control. You remember what happened in Parliament, that they said the kids are being given laptop in schools and they are using it for other things.
I remember that. Exactly. They were watching things they weren't supposed to.
So if we can have a brilliant idea, a good initiative, but if
there has to be some guidelines, some safety.
We don't think about safety. We don't think about control. So you, the parent, yes, now we are encouraging the kids to go online to learn, but you should be able to know that.
So yesterday, when we posted the flyer that you were coming over, we received a message, and it was talking about the psychology of the way the predators prey on the children, and it says. How do you call it? I have two lovely girls who were robbed in the same way. The people pretended to be men of God, asked them to spit in their palm, and the spit appeared on the back of their hand. Then they handed over their phones to the conmen, and suddenly the conmen were gone. You know, in both cases, the girls felt like they were in some bit of trance.
Yeah, so you know, I was laughing because I have experienced that with people, and then those guys, fortunately, as you said, they meet you and it's okay. They're going to check things for you, even not only for kids, not only youth, teens.
It can happen to anyone.
It happens to them. So the point here is that yes, still, they make it seem that there is something opportunity they have for you. So well, they have seen that well, there are opportunity of you succeeding, but for some reason you are not succeeding, so they are there to help you. So that's why we are saying that anybody you meet online